Hey, Matt.
Hi, Nick. Play some Borderlands?
Yeah.
I mean, Fallout?
Yeah.
I mean, no, what is this actually called?
Rage.
Fallout of Rage. It's the Borderland of the Fallout of Rage?
Yes.
Okay.
This is id Software's newest game. One of my all-time favorite developers, at least in its, at least in their classical heyday.
Sure. Which was quite a while ago at this point. Yeah.
At this point. The last good game that they made really was Quake 3. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Doom 3 was alright. I didn't think it got... I think it got a little, maligned. It wasn't great, to be sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. It actually got pretty good reviews when it
But from your
came out. But
personal gameplay experience, it,
yeah,
yeah.
I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it.
It was just kind of there.
This mission, yeah. But this game, I don't like so much.
No.
Not really.
It's, very post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's very.
First time we've seen that in a video game.
Yeah. It's very derivative. Like, it's just straight up.
Like here, if you like froze right here, this could be Borderlands. Like, totally.
Yeah. Or Fallout.
Yeah.
Or a lot of.
There's nothing to distinguish this game from the games it
Gears of
copies off
War.
of. Yeah.
Except for the first person perspective.
Yeah.
It is pretty.
It's very pretty.
Mostly.
Look at that scenery. Yeah, it's.
It does have. It's still, even with the. It had a very rocky launch on PC, which is what we're playing it on.
Did it?
Yeah. They put out some patches. Oops. And it's still kind of not great. There's still some. Oh, hey, dude.
What you think you're doing around here, eh?
What do you think you're doing with your crazy hat?
Old Joe? Oh, I bet not. I ain't got nothing no one wants anyways. Growing around my swamp. That's got what people want. Plant life. Not just thorny cacti either. Special plants.
So the characters are great. The animations are really genuinely great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just both the graphics on a technical and artistic level, actually probably even more so on an artistic level, are they're just great.
Yeah.
That guy's wearing a Doom shirt. Yeah, I don't care what you're saying. But the writing
it's
isn't-
pretty with no substance.
yeah,
you know.
pretty much. And they put all this like open worldy stuff into it.
Yeah.
All of this Borderlands, Fallout, driving around, exploring, and collecting of shit. But
Yeah. Blah blah blah. You know.
It's a wasteland, and it doesn't have the story of Fallout,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have the RPG hooks of Borderlands.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that in the past as well, especially with Fallout. As good as that game is, you're still exploring a nuclear wasteland.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you're exploring Skyrim, which is always interesting. It's just
Well,
kind of always.
The first, I still very
Destroyed.
much enjoyed Fallout 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I played all the way through it. I put a lot of time in Fallout 3. New Vegas was a little much for me. I was like, I couldn't get very far in New Vegas because this is great.
You can't get very far here either, apparently.
This happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Parts fly off my damn car here,
Nice.
which is just going to cost me money in town.
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah. And you can't drive through that chain link? Yeah.
So this game, well, despite all of the trappings of like free roaming open world, this game is still actually pretty damn linear. Like, you kind of actually can't do a whole ton of exploring. because it's really just a bunch of branching paths.
Sure.
Which, you know, whatever, fine. But, I don't know, the driving around just isn't fun.
Yeah.
It kind of controls like poop with a keyboard. Like, I'm driving entirely using the keyboard right now, which...
Sucks.
It sucks. It's not... It's fine. Inconsistent controls sometimes. It's fine with the joystick. I was testing it out with the Xbox controller for a while,
Okay.
and it worked pretty well there. But
Is this game more refined on Xbox?
This is a console game,
Yeah.
despite id's pedigree. The menus are weird. There's no. Sometimes it's unclear where you need to click on stuff. And this I really hate. You do a quest, you come back into town, and your radar disappears. I don't remember where the guy is that I had to turn this into.
Well, that's stupid.
I think he was in the bar? Maybe? Yeah.
Why
I
would
think
you
so.
make that decision in game design?
There he is. Actually, I should say that also this game is not as pretty as it normally is for me, because Fraps doesn't like this game. Fraps is kind of sucking a lot of power out of my system right now. Normally, this is 720. Normally, this thing runs 1080p
Okay.
at 60 frames per second. At,
Yeah.
you know, pretty good settings.
Yeah.
There
yeah.
actually isn't a whole lot of settings to be had in this game. They actually patched in any settings at all, but even then,
Go to
for
settings.
video
and,
settings, this is it. You have VSync on and off, texture cache, size, and texture filtering.
Yeah.
That's it. And resolution, obviously.
Sure.
And anti-aliasing. But, you know, it's... I guess that's enough, really. That's kind of all you really need.
Yeah, that's the basics, you know.
But, yeah, look at that. Crazy texture pop-in.
Yeah.
And that still happens, even after all the patches that they've done.
Yeah, that's... that shouldn't
And
be...
I should say, I don't know what it... I don't... It's really bizarre. Like, that actually doesn't usually happen as bad for me. These textures are actually looking kind of genuinely terrible right now.
Yeah, some of those...
This game looks a lot better
yeah.
for me, normally, on my machine. And granted, my video card is getting pretty old at this point. It's mid-top of the line 2 generations ago. But, you know, like I said, normally it runs pretty well.
Yeah.
But the mouse is really weirdly squirrely in the menus. Like, look at this. I'm actually even having trouble clicking on
Yeah.
the leave. Really weird.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
The shooting is okay. I mean, you know, it's very good, competent shooting.
Yeah.
The animation of the dudes are good. We'll do this story mission here. And we'll get into some shooting. But even the shooting isn't enough to... like, I would love to be doing more of it. It's
Sure.
good enough that I would like to do more, but I gotta do this
Yeah.
for 5-10 minutes between every little shooty segment. And if there's one word that I could describe this whole game as, is tiring. The whole thing is just weird design choices that are like, you run around this wasteland, you're rarely, if ever, doing anything meaningful.
Yeah.
Like, I just did that random side mission, and it amounted to walking up to that flower and hitting the button.
Yeah.
Which, you know, fine. Granted, the same thing can be said about like every RPG ever.
Well, yeah.
Borderlands, the one that
Sure.
we keep comparing this to. However, Borderlands, I'm gaining experience and leveling up and getting
Yeah.
other rewards besides doing these quests to get more junk
Yeah.
just to sell and then
Sure.
also ammo is really like I'm punching these guys because I do not have much ammo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good for a first-person shooter, you know?
No. Well, I mean, that's fine if that's what the design choice that they wanted to go with, and survival and all that.
Yeah.
A lot of the old id games were kind of a lot about conservation of ammo and management of resources and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not that far into the game. I'm only a few hours in. I've got a bunch of weapons already, but no ammo for any of them.
Yeah.
And the vendor in town doesn't even sell any.
Really?
I don't even know where to get more except find it and scavenge it.
Oh, that's stupid. So now you're playing a first-person puncher?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like fun.
But yeah, I mean the dudes, like I said before, the animation is great. The
Yeah.
artistry all over this game is great.
Yeah.
These guys are pretty cool looking. If you wouldn't stop hitting me.
Can you pick up his weapon?
Nope. Of course not.
Yeah. There's stuff.
Reload all my guns because I
Yeah.
was totally out of everything. But yeah, the guns, I mean, they're all really standard.
Yeah, nothing really special.
No. It's kind of this whole game.
Yeah.
Nothing really special.
It's here.
It's like, there it is. It made another first-person shooter.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh, man. I can't... This is downright ugly. I can't
Yeah.
stress enough, like, how much better this game looks normally. I mean...
It's Fraps is messing up
It must
tonight.
be Fraps, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why Fraps would do that. Maybe it's just because it's... This game has a lot of, like, dynamic, like, trying to dynamically change graphics and everything to keep the gameplay smooth. Which is, that's a noble goal.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. And that's something that always defines id games, is smoothness and speed.
Sure.
And that's cool that they stuck with that.
You should shoot these guys before
Yeah, I
they
guess
kill
I
you.
Where's my shotgun? But, so, usually Fraps doesn't suck this much power from games. I mean,
Yeah.
It always will cause the frame rate to dip a little bit here and there, but it must be something with the way this game renders.
Whoa. That's a big guy.
Yep.
I doubt he's happy to see you.
He's gonna come over and give me a hug, probably. I could not be missing these guys anymore. After everything I just said about... So here's a stupid minigame you get to play when you die. Kind of stupid. Yeah, after everything I said about this
Eesh.
game being smooth, it's actually not being very smooth right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
Look out, look out.
Yeah, normally, I mean, trust me when I say that normally this game really is a lot more solid than this.
Yeah.
Which is easily the best thing I have to say about it, is that it is a very solidly performing game.
Yeah. Is there a trick to this guy, or
I don't know.
shooting him in the face doesn't seem to do much? Yeah.
It's an id shooter. It's not Dark Souls.
Shoot his backpack or something, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe I'll shoot him in the wiener. Or maybe I'll just die and
Or-
we can end
yeah.
this video.
That's fine, yeah.
Because I don't like this game.
Yeah. So there's Rage.
That's Rage.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Don't go out of your way to acquire a copy.
Nope.
Go get Borderlands and you'll be playing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Only better,
Only better, yeah.
frankly.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Yep.